Kia ora, tēnā koutou. My name is Elliot. My topic started with the notion that New Zealand producers and exporters are missing a major opportunity to connect to nutrition and health. The question that was challenging me was how can Aotearoa food producers gain more export value, connect better with their consumers and provide solutions to the health problems we face all at the same time. The answer is market demand first. Demand that is driven by the consumer and the problems we can solve through our products taken into market. My belief is that Aotearoa primary producers and exporters can become the health and nutrition solution providers to the world. So how do we do this? We focus on nutrition and health. We invest more in the science of our food, its components and compounds, to discover and unlock the values, the layers of value that we are currently taking for granted. New Zealand often follows international cycles or trends 1 to 2 years after they occur. We have not been the first movers or trendsetters of the future of food. So we must accept this and now develop our own differentiated approach to what we export in the future. We should design our export businesses rather than treat them like a progression of steps that need to be dealt with as they are encountered. Consumers that are paying for health want full transparency to how their product is produced. Simply put, if we are not prepared to be audited and full transparency is a risk to your current business, then you need to develop a new business model. In this current environment of social license, sustainability and environmental awareness, if we are not creating more value at every step, then the cost burden is going to be borne solely by the producer and the farmer, and this will not work. There are some key enablers within this, and focusing on waste streams is one of them. Waste streams contain high nutrition. If we capture more value out of our existing production, we can also create opportunities for new systems and different production methods to become established and then exported. The next one is plant variety rights. If we invest a greater focus on breeding values that elevate valuable compounds, nutrients or bioactives, then by default, we would change our production methods because we would not have waste. We could then manage a transition away from our conventional practices towards more regenerative models that support this position and our Aotearoa export vision for the future. In 2012, New Zealand set a goal for export growth. This goal was to double our export earnings from our primary sector by 2025. This would have been a value increase from 33 billion to 66 billion. On current projections, we will not meet this target. The challenge for us all to consider today is how to obtain more value from less volume. To achieve this, we have to change our purpose, our vision and value proposition to market. Retail ready branded products, functional food formats and ingredient solutions, bioactives for health. This is the opportunity. It is consumer driven and there is demand. Alternate proteins, stem cell production and flexitarian diets. They are a massive opportunity to encourage us to reposition and improve our food and beverage products. They should be a catalyst for change and not treated as a threat. To better understand this process, I've developed a new business model to help exporters of food transition towards being exporters of health and nutrition. I've named this a horizontal service model. It allows growth in both directions to occur simultaneously. The business model focuses on being the pivot point between supply and demand, or production and consumer. This will allow us to drop our reliance on vertical integration and doing everything ourselves. It's become too slow and too risky. If we partnered with those already in market early, then we get there faster, and we can transition production or waste currently undervalued in commodity transactions into high-value nutritional offerings. Some of the key considerations of this new business model are: your potential customers and existing customers can undertake innovation with you. They are better placed and already understand their consumers. Your relationship with your customer is the key. Understand what they want and know their problems, build their trust, and then provide them with solutions that offer differentiation. Breeding and science can play backfill, but only if consumer demand and market pull is established first. I've also developed 4 key recommendations for primary industries. Number 1, we need a new era of vision, participation and leadership from governance boards and directors. We need to aspire and design new value propositions and visions for our industries, and this will require more diversity around board tables. We need different, diverse thinking and not such an aversion to change and failure. Any new industry being established or developed should avoid commodity transactions from day one. They should design their value proposition right from the start. Number 2, we should co-design and engage early with MPI and government, strong industry standards and regulations to support safety and efficacy claims on products entering export markets. We must be proactive in developing these standards before they are forced upon us, as we have seen with the Manuka honey industry. Standards and regulations give our customers confidence and create barriers for others who are not authentic. Third one is, there is an opportunity for value creation at every point within our supply chain, but we need to develop stronger networks and collaboration, and this should be across multiple industry groups. There is too much replication and redundancy within our current science and technology ecosystems, and this change and leadership needs to be directed by business and not led by science. Fourth one is, successful exporters and leaders should be looking to leave the ladder down behind them so that more small and medium businesses get to realise their potential faster. Those businesses are agile and reactive. They are our startups and catalysts for change, and they are everything that a big established business is not. Ngā mihi nui.